Hi everyone, this is Malayavali from Dr. NGP Arts and Science College. Here in this session, we are going to see about the introduction to Java. Java is a popular high-level language and object-oriented programming language. This one is a class-based programming language since it released by Sun Microsoft in the year 1995, and it has become one of the most popular programming language in the world because it was designed to be a platform independent, and it follows a concept VORA, that is write once and run anywhere. Unlike Java, unlike C++, actually these are compiled directly into the machine code for some specific operating system. But this Java is compiled into bytecode. This bytecode is a platform neural and can run on any device equipped with the JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. And we need to learn about the important key component of this Java environment. The most important component is that JDK, that is Java Development Kit, and next is JRE, that is Java Runtime Environment, and third one is JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. And next we are going to see the features of Java, that is this Java is object oriented, that is everything in Java is an object. This makes the code modular and reusable. Next is platform independent, and this is simple, that is it remove all complex features of C++ like explicit pointer and operator overloading, etc. And this one is simple and secure, that is in Java program it runs inside the Java virtual machine, that is virtual sandbox. It prevent unauthorized access to some resources. And this one is portable and robust. It emphasizes some early checking, error checking, and has a strong garbage collection system that manages some memory automatically. And this is interpreted, high performance, and is dynamic in nature. And next we are going to see some of the sample code. Here the class name is my first Java program. It defines actually this class name should be same as the file name. And next is what a public static void main. This is starting point where JVM begin execution. Next is system.out.println. This command is used to print text to the console. And this is a basic structure of Java. This involves 6 steps. That is, first was package declaration, and next is input statement, next is comment, class definition, variable, methods, and main method. The first one is package. It is used to group all the related classes together. And next is import. Import is that actually this is used to bring the classes, all the classes from the packages like java.util.scanner. Next is comment line. It is used to define otherwise it is used to provide some information about the variable, method, class, or other statement by using double slash. Next is class definition. Class definition is that every Java program must have at least one class name, and the class name must be same as the file name. Next is variable, that is used to hold the values of parameter that are required during the execution of the program by using a data type like int variable name is equal to 5. Next is method. It's a set of instruction that form some purposeful functionality that can be required to run multiple times during execution of the program. And next is main method. Main method is that this entry point where the program start running. Next we are going to see about token. Token is nothing but is actually a smallest individual unit in a program that Java compiler can recognize. Actually, in this we are having 5 main type of tokens. The first one is keyword, and next one is identifier, and then next one is literal, operator, and separator. The first one is what? Keyword. Keyword is that these are some of the words that have some special predefined meaning in the Java programmer, and we cannot use that for naming the variables or class name. For example, public, class, static, void, int, if, else, while, return. Like that we are having 50 plus keyword in Java, and we must return this every keyword in the lowercase. And next one is identifier. The identifiers are the name given by the programmer to the classes, methods, variables, or the interfaces. And while defining this identifier, we need to follow some rules and regulation. The first rule is that we must start with the letter, that is capital A to Z or a small letter A to Z, or otherwise we can use dollar symbol or underscore. And we cannot start with a digit like one variable, that one is invalid. and we cannot use the keyword as an identifier. And these are some of the rules and regulations for defining the identifier. Next one is literal. Actually, this literal or the fixed value that do not change during the execution of the program. Next one is operator. The Java provides many type of operator. The first one is arithmetic operator, then unary operator, then assignment, relational operator, logical operator, ternary operator, bitwise operator, shift operator, instance operator, precedence and associativity. Next is what? Separator. The separators are used to organize the code and define its structure. We are having many separators. The first one is parenthesis. We will use this within a method and for expression grouping. Next is curly braces, that is used to define a block of code, that is a method or classes. Next one is bracket, that is square bracket, that is used for defining an array. Next is semicolon, these are used to terminate a statement. Next is what? Comma, that is used to separate a variables or some of the parameter. Next we are going to see about the data type. Actually this data type, this specifies the size and type of the value that a variable can store. Actually, this Java is a statically typed language, which means every variable must have declared data type before it can be used. In this, it broadly classified into two types, that is primitive data type and non-primitive data type. Primitive data type is that these are some basic building blocks that store simple values directly in memory. For example, boolean, char, byte, short, int, long, float, and double. Next is non-primitive. These are some of the reference type that store memory address of the object. For example, string, array, class, interfaces, and objects are some of the example of non-primitive data type. And next we are going to see about the primitive data type. The primitive data types are the most basic type built into the language. There are exactly 8 primitive data types. The first one is what? Byte. Size of the byte is 1 byte. And next one, short, it occupies 2 bytes. Int, that occupies 4 bytes. Long, that occupies 8 byte. And float, it occupies 4 bytes. And double, it occupies 8 byte. And char, it occupies 2 byte. And the boolean it occupies only 1 bit. Next we are going to see the non-primitive data type. Non-primitive data types are created by the programmer and are not predefined in Java. They are used to store some complex object and refer to the memory location. The first one is string. String are used to define the character of array of character. The basic difference between the character array and string in Java is that string is designed to hold the sequence of character in a single variable, whereas the character array is a collection of separate char type entities. Then next is array. Array is a group of type related variable that are used to referred by the common name. Next we are going to see about the variable. We are having many type of variable. The first one is local variable, that is declared inside a method, constructor or block and can be accessible within only the class. And next is instance variable. This is defined inside the class but outside the method. Each object of the class gets its own copy. Next is static variables, also called as class variable. They are shared among all the instances of the class and declared using a static keyword. And these are some of the example. The first one is local variable. Local variable is nothing but it's declared inside a method, constructor or a block, and it can be accessible within the specific method. Here in this example, I have declared this total MCQ is equal to 50 inside a method as well as inside class. So this one is local variable. Next is instance variable. Instance variable is nothing but it declared inside a class but outside a method. So I have declared this total mark is equal to 100 inside a class but outside a method. So this one is what? Instance variable. And next one is static variable. Static variable is declared by using a static keyword inside a class and outside a method. These are some of the types of variable. Next is input and output. It provides some different way to get input from the user. First, we need to use the object of the scanner, that is import java.util.scanner. This is an important library that is used to get input from the user. First, we need to create an object by using for the scanner class, that is scanner input is equal to new scanner of system.in. We need to use the keyword new. This is sample code for getting input from the user. First, we need to use the input package, that is java.util.scanner. Then inside class, that is inside a main method, we need to create a object for the scanner class, that is scanner input is equal to new scanner of system.in. Then we need to get the input integer from the user by using integer. If we want to get the integer from the user, we need to use dot next int of. That is a syntax for getting an integer. In case if you want to get the string, we need to use next line of, or otherwise dot next of. If you want to get the floating value, then we need to use object dot next float of. In case of double, the object dot next double of. Like that, we need to get the input from the user. These are the syntax, that is next boolean, that is used to read the boolean value from the user. Next byte of, that is it is used to read the byte value from the user. Next double of, that is used to read double value from the user. Next float of, that is used to read floating value from the user. Next int of is used to read int value from the user. Next line of, or otherwise next of, that is used to read string value from the user. The next long of and next short of, that is used to read long and short values from the user. Next one is Java expression. This Java expression is a construct made up of some variables, then operator and method. Calls that execute in a single value by using a single value. Example 10 plus y, x into y, a equal to b. These are some of the expressions. Java statement is that it is a complete unit of execution. That is, it is a full like a full sentence in English. In Java, most statements are end with semicolon. In this example, number is equal to 10 is nothing but expression, and number is equal to 10. If you terminate with a semicolon, that one is what? Statement. Plus number is nothing but expression. Plus number semicolon is nothing but statement. These are the basic difference between the statement and the expression. Next, we are going to see about the control statements. Actually, these control statements are the tools that allows you to control the flow of your program execution. By default, this Java program runs line by line. Actually, this Java program runs line by line. These control statements allow you to skip section, or it is used to repeat the section, or if you want to jump to different part of the code, the basic conditions are used. Here, we are having three main categories, that is decision making, then looping statement, then jump statement. The first one is decision making, is otherwise known as branching statement. These statements that decide which code block to execute based on the condition. In this, we are having if else statement, that is simple if else later, like that. The simple if is that it execute a block only if the condition is true. If else is that it execute only one block if it is true, and another if false. And if else if later is that it check the multiple condition in sequence. Then the switch statement is used when you have many options to choose from based on the single values, like menu. It is most efficient and readable if you go for this switch statement. In a switch statement, we are having some of the important keywords, that is switch, then case, break, default. These are some of the important keywords in switch program. Then next one is a looping statement. In looping statement, we are having do while, for, and while. For is an entry control, that is it checks condition first. Then while is that it's an entry control, check the conditions. It's also check the condition first, and do while is that it is the exit control. It checks the condition at the last. The next statement is what? Jump statement, that is break and continue. Break is that it is used to exit a loop or a switch statement immediately. We will use what? Break. Next one is continue. it skips the current iteration of the loop and move to the next one. This is the use of this continuous statement. Thank you.